Hi, I'm Miss Lagsalot with Whack Magazine, and I'm here in the luxurious, beautiful black apartment in Chelsea with the luxurious and beautiful Cindy Gallop. We are here to talk about your new website, just launched last week, called MakeLoveNotPorn.tv. So can you just tell us a quick overview, what is MakeLoveNotPorn.tv?
MakeLoveNotPorn.tv is a platform designed to help make real-world sex socially acceptable and therefore socially shareable, which is a very big goal. And so we've built a platform and tools to be what I call sexual social currency, given that my message with Make Love Not Porn is simply talk about it. Talk about sex, when you're having it, when you're not, but have an open, honest conversation. So MakeLoveNotPorn.tv is essentially user-generated content. You submit your real-world sex videos. I and my team curate, make sure that they deliver against everything that we're looking for in terms of not being performing for a camera, simply recording what goes on in real life. And we put those up on MakeLoveNotPorn.tv, and then our members can basically rent them. $5 buys you 3 weeks unlimited viewing. And the key thing there is that our business model is revenue sharing. 50% of the profits goes to the contributors.
Wow.
And so for people who go, ooh, but do I want to pay in the first place? We go, it's very simple to watch videos for free. All you have to do is contribute them yourselves. Contribute your own real-world sex content. People pay into your account, then you use that money to watch videos. And so we designed the business model around a circular ecosystem so that the more you participate, the more you get to enjoy, and it all keeps going.
Kind of like sex, real-world sex.
Absolutely.
The more you participate.
Absolutely, the more you enjoy it.
Well, so why did you decide to pay the people who submit? I mean, is it part of an ecosystem, or did you decide that you wanted to pay people who are not performing, I guess isn't the right word, but participating?
So a couple of things on that. The first is that my startups are always manifestations of my own philosophies. And something that I believe very strongly is that everybody should realize the value of what they create. I feel this particularly strongly because my background is theatre and advertising, two industries where ideas and creativity are massively undervalued, even by the creators themselves. So I believe that if you create something that gives people pleasure, then you should absolutely see a financial return on it, and that's why our business model is the way it is. But also, I needed to design MakeLoveNotPorn.tv to be a scalable business. And I believe that all business of the future should be about doing good and making money simultaneously. Have a higher order social agenda and the ability to be enormously profitable. The business model of the future is shared values plus shared action equals shared profit, social and financial. Mm-hmm. And so I designed MakeLoveNotPorn.tv around that kind of business model.
I like this idea, but that sounds like the opposite of the way that the porn industry works.
It is indeed.
The website is called Make Love Not Porn, so obviously that's on purpose. So why should people who are in the adult industry or interested in the adult industry take note of Make Love Not Porn? Are you trying to be the opposite of it, or are you trying to offer a way forward?
Well, I have many agendas with Make Love Not Porn, one of which is that I would very much like to help my friends within the porn industry. A lot of the dynamics I see operating in the porn industry at the moment are dynamics I see operating in every other industry I study as a business person. So porn as an industry has gotten so big, it's gotten conventional. Porn now has norms and rules and conventions, which is why a lot of it is pretty repetitive. It has fallen prey to that syndrome of collaborative competition. Collaborative competition is where everybody in a sector competes with everybody else in the sector by doing exactly the same thing everybody else in the sector is doing.
Over and over and over.
And it's tanking because its old world order business model has broken down with the advent of free porn online, and it hasn't yet invented a new one. Now, every dynamic that I've just cited is also true of music, broadcasting, publishing, journalism, and advertising. And so one of the things that I would like MakeLoveNotPorn.tv to do is to show people that it is possible to design and innovate and create a new kind of business model. It is possible to leverage human sexuality as entertainment in different ways that would enable the many people I know within the porn industry have great ideas of their own to actually see that it is possible to design a different future. And I feel that also very strongly because again, everything I'm talking about business-wise applies to every single industry sector, not just porn. So in every sector generally, the economic recession has driven massive fear and insecurity, and therefore even more the tendency to revert to what is familiar and supposedly safe, and just keep doing the same thing you've always been doing. The real opportunity lies with, real disruption comes with individual creative vision. And so I would urge the porn industry to, have the courage to believe that you can do things differently and do them differently. No, the old world order model does not exist for any very good reason. It's only there because, and Clay Shirky, the internet guru, put it very well. He said, institutions have a vested interest in perpetuating the problems to which they're the solution.
Right.
And that old world order stranglehold is the one that is killing all industries. And I would love to see porn really invent a new future for itself.
So do you think that the future of porn then is empowering the performers by giving them profits from what they're making directly, or empowering the companies that employ them? Because I see this as a very different thing within the porn industry itself now.
My other venture, If We Ran the World, is all about the fact that the old top-down model of making things happen through hierarchies, institutions, organisations is broken. There's a new bottom-up model emerging of collaborative people power and collective action. And we see that all around us, from everything from Arab Spring, through to the way big businesses and corporations are breaking down. Yeah. So I absolutely believe that within the porn industry, as I say, there is now enormous room for individual creative vision and new ways of coming at what you create in the area of porn, and very broadly speaking, that were never there before. Interestingly, it's only when things get as bad as they are currently economically, and everything breaks down completely, that is what allows new ways of thinking about things, new models, new ways of doing things to emerge. And so one of my favourite quotes of all time is Alan Kay, one of the fathers of computer science, who said, "In order to predict the future, you have to invent it." I'm all about inventing the future. Too many people feel the future is something that happens without us and simply rolls us over in its wake. I'm all about decide what you want the future to be and make it happen. And so there's tremendous opportunity in the porn industry now for individuals to go, I see a different kind of future. I want to create a different kind of future. And there are many other very talented individuals whom I can team up with to make that happen. And I'd love to see more of that happening.
Yeah. Well, so let's talk about the sex. I mean, that's why we're all here, right? So you're talking about making a business, out of sexual entertainment, but you're adamant that it's not porn necessarily that's on the site. So what's different about the sex on MakeLoveNotPorn.tv? Okay,
so the reason we make the statement it's not porn is because we are our own thing, if you like. So we make the point that it's not porn, it's not amateur. I regularly have to explain to people that 99.9% of all porn on the internet billed as amateur isn't. As we all know, it's made by professional production companies, masquerading as amateur because that's what people want to see. Have to say to guys, those dorm rooms don't exist, We are real world sex. And while real-world sex is undoubtedly happening in various pockets of the internet, the interesting thing about what we're doing with MakeLoveNotPorn.tv is that I am simply taking every dynamic that exists out there in social media currently and applying them to the one area that no social media network or platform has ever gone or will ever dare to go, which is sex. So I want to socialize sex, which is what I mean when I say I want to make real-world sex socially acceptable and socially shareable. I am simply taking everything that makes Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Zynga so addictive to people and applying them to the one place those guys are never going to go. And actually, as Tumblr clamps down on porn, and by porn, Tumblr also is clamping down on simply the people, the individuals, the couples who want to post, videos of themselves, photographs of themselves. I go, we are a platform where you can come and absolutely self-express and self-identify sexually in a way that no other social media network enables you to do.
Yeah, so like social media narcissism taken to the next level.
Well, it's not necessarily narcissism. So,
no, but there's a lot of that in social media.
Yeah, but except, when I say we're the last area of human experience that is not allowed to showcase itself on social media, what I say to people is think about all of those celebrations of relationships within your Facebook timeline. Think about all those declarations of love, those engagement pictures, those weddings, those Valentine's Day statements. this is somewhere where you can showcase your relationship, your love, your feelings for each other, your intimacy, in a way that Facebook does not allow you to, Tumblr doesn't allow you to, and all it is another manifestation of something we all do, but yet ridiculously and artificially, we are never allowed to talk about it, we're not allowed to show it.
Right. Right. So what are you looking for? Are you looking for intimacy? I mean, is this going to be like another take on like porn for women, or?
No, and now the very important thing about real world sex and what we're doing is that we've built Make Love Not Porn.tv as a platform that we've put out there. We invite you to submit your own user-generated content, and I haven't the faintest idea what we're going to get back. And that's the whole point. Because today, all development is organic. You give the community the platform, and you see what they do with it. We have zero suppositions and zero preconceived notions. Our criteria for real-world sex are very broad. We simply ask you to contextualize it. Give us the backstory, give us an intro video. We want the comical, we want the bloopers, we want the funny stuff, we want the messy stuff. We would love to see what we call condom hot. If you roll with condoms, we want to see real-world sex content that actually competes to eroticize condom usage. What's the hottest, most arousing way you can introduce a condom into the action, put it on, take it off, dispose of it. I have sex with condoms all the time. I want to watch my kind of sex, but I particularly want creative ideas for those awkward condom moments that we all go through.
Right.
And by the way, if more of us had more creative ideas on how to make those awkward condom moments hot and arousing,
right,
there'd be a lot more safe sex happening, a lot less STDs, and a lot less unwanted pregnancies.
Yeah.
When the porn industry says people don't want to see condoms, nobody wants to see like pause, put the but actually, I can promise you, everybody wants to know how to overcome those awkward condom moments in a way that is natural, clever, witty, and still hot and arousing, so you don't derail the entire encounter.